Did you record the last one? I thought you did.
I'm
did.
recording now. I did. I record
Mm-hmm.
everything, and someday I will upload them. Probably when I run out of disk space.
We all know the real reason. You're saving it for blackmail.
Sure.
Anyways, before he goes home,
Fishing
Mhm.
for dirt.
Dekim is gonna go. He wants to go visit a professor or a colleague from his university who knows all about Latin.
Wow.
Isn't it like
Jeez.
9 o'clock at night though?
It is.
Yes, it's pretty late.
at night. Yeah.
What are you, 70?
I think it was at least 10.
Your professor friends probably are. Isn't it
Yeah.
like only 10
Yeah.
people speak Latin?
You got classes in the morning, man.
It's a Saturday.
Oh well, go for it.
So you go to your university. Which one is it? You don't know which one?
It's Boston U.
All right, Boston University. All right, okay.
Yes.
You go there and you meet the security, and he stops you from entering the compound.
Well, I was gonna go to one of their homes though.
Oh. Okay, yeah, sure.
You go
Is-
to their homes. and
At
security.
like what, 8 o'clock in the night?
Sure.
Okay. Going to their homes. So you who is the professor you're going to see? Just-
Professor Lockhart.
Okay. and- Making it up as you go along. All right, fine, no problem. How old is he?
He's 63.
All right. So you head to his house. Fairly nice house. Not too bad. And you ring the doorbell, I guess. Did they have
Yes.
doorbells in the 1920s?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Speaks exclusively in Trinidadian too. Gotta keep that in mind.
So you ring the doorbell, and after a little while, you see some lights come on, and you see like the curtain. You see the window near the door. You see the curtain pull a little bit, and someone look outside at you. And then the curtain closes, and then the door opens. It says, "Hello, Dexter. Welcome. It's been some time."
Oh yes. I'm sorry to disturb you so late at night, Professor. I'm working on a personal project and it's keeping me up. I've run into a roadblock of certain. I'm wondering if you could help me.
Oh, is that so? Come in. And he's wearing like a bathrobe and bedroom slippers. He tells you to come in, and he puts on like the sitting room lights and invites you to sit.
Does he have a pipe?
There are like 3 gorgeous women sitting on the couch.
In your head, does he have a pipe?
Yes.
Then he has a pipe. So he invites you to sit, and he asks you, "Well, all right, Asim, what seems to be the problem?"
Well, I won't take up too much of your time, Professor. I'm afraid my Latin is a bit lacking, and I have something I need translating. And I was just wondering if you had a reference book or two I could borrow for a short time.
Reference book. Let me see. And he goes off for a little while, and he comes back with 2 books. He comes back with a reference book, and he comes back with a Latin to English dictionary.
Perfect.
Is that all you need? Can I see what you are attempting to translate? Do you have it with you?
Oh, well, I'm afraid I left it at my apartment. I didn't want to. It's fairly sensitive material. I didn't want to expose it to this weather.
I see. It's an old book then.
And I won't keep your possessions long. As long as I can take them and write, copy down some notes, that would be fine. I can work from there.
No problem. Just if it's an old tome, I would like to very much see it for myself.
Yes, perhaps. I might bring it with me when I come to return your material.
Spread around that eldritch knowledge.
I'll be waiting.
It's okay. It's okay. He's gonna be insane by that point anyway. It's gonna be fine. He's gonna be in the sanitarium.
He says, "You know where to find me. Good luck in your endeavors."
Thank you, Professor. And then he will head back. And when he gets back home, he was gonna try and translate some stuff. And
Hey, Dirk.
Sadie. Control your glee.
So he's going to use the book. Let me check something first.
You're not even gonna let anyone else go insane.
Gosh, keeping the
No, well,
sanity to yourself.
He's taking the fall for everyone else, so that's admirable.
Look, if he goes insane and whatnot, none of us really know where he lives. So none of us can go, how come he didn't turn
Wait. Oh, yeah, he has his own car, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I
No.
couldn't remember who had cars.
No.
No.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay.
You
So-
picked the-
Yeah, Artie dropped them off.
Yeah.
Artie, I remember now, yeah.
So
Artie
you
knows
go
where
back
he lives.
home and you start to try to translate this thing on your own. You do not have a Latin language skill.
I have some books.
You have some books, but the books don't really help you. You can try to roll a d100. Your Latin skill is base 1%. So roll a d100 and see what you get.
I was thinking like
Like 2 words.
books could like give you.
Oh, jeez! So close!
Roll another d100. So basically, because of the books, you had advantage.
Okay.
But since your Latin skill is so low, you can barely get anywhere with it. You do translate a few words, mostly like basic words like the, is, and, but you can't really glean any information. Everything is basically, and you can tell that it's
Basically
written.
Latin.
It's Latin,
Good.
but it's written in a way that no novice can understand, and you have to study it. You have
Okay,
to
well,
study Latin and study the book.
Well, he tried.
He tried.
He-
Tried. It was a good try. You almost got a 1.
like, wait, what if the books just gave him like an extra 1%?
No. That would be
Did you
scary.
get
well,
a headache
he-
from
he-
this attempt?
Yeah. What if you like? What if you like push this roll? What happens to you?
Oh no!
I said I don't understand pushing still, but
It's like you try harder, and if you fail, you get consequences.
I roll
I think in this case, if he pushed, he'd probably get a migraine from just.
Yeah.
No
Wait,
rest. You probably
wait,
stay up too late. and
Yeah.
get it
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
something like that.
would I get to roll it twice again?
No, only once.
Oh,
As it's getting later and sleep is taking your brain.
all right. Yeah, I was about to say anyways. Like, he's not gonna her spend maybe like a couple hours, but he's not gonna be up doing it all night. So he'll give up and go to sleep.
I feel like the 2 is that like he translated an entire paragraph. He's like, oh, it's like, oh wait, that was Italian.
You're like, yeah,
I will give you this. I will give you this. You translate the title of the book, but you don't really translate it, but you manage to read it. It's called the Liber Ivonus.
okay.
So
Hey,
that 2%,
these are
I'm just
words
thinking
that I don't
that
know what they
if
mean.
he did translate anything, it would have been like the table of contents or something, or just the fact it said table of contents.
When you look at the book, you don't. You realize that there's nothing like a table of contents or an index. It just starts paragraphs from the very
Like an
first page.
acknowledgements page, like
Nothing,
I dedicate
nothing.
this novel to.
Nope. It just starts like from the very top paragraphs going.
It says, I want to thank my my editor, the Dark One.
Oh, the Dark One edited it. So nice of him.
All right. Well, when he gets up in the morning, he's gonna actually. I suppose Artie's gonna pick him up to go to Chelsea's.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They could have discussed
Two.
that.
Not Chelsea's. Yeah.
The cafe?
Oh, thanks, guys.
Michaela's place.
Oh,
I,
So you're heading over to
we're going to
Michaela's
Michaela's.
apartment.
All right.
okay. Yeah.
It's all right. It's a nice apartment, I think. Let me check.
Are there
don't
like
know.
a bunch of like wooden
It's not
crucifixions on
plush
the
or
wall?
anything,
And
so. Huh?
how many like
Crucifixes.
wooden
Crucifixes on the
are on the
wall.
wall?
There's one.
Come
Because,
on,
you
yeah.
know, more than that would probably be a sign of vanity or pride. So she has to keep moderate.
Mhm.
So
Gosh.
you head over to Michaela's very modest and small apartment. It's nothing to be proud of, but it's very cozy.
Yeah, Michaela's got like a little table. There's like a little round table set up in like the kitchen dining area and everything. It's got like four little chairs set around it, and she's just kind of put down like a little like crochet doily thing, which has a platter of like, you know, breakfast biscuits or whatever for you guys to like have. She's like waiting there with like an apron around her waist.
Thank you, Michaela. This is a pretty nice joint you got here.
Oh, thank you.
It'd be a shame if someone had to bust it up.
So you're all at Michaela's place. Dasim has a book.
And,
And he will.
well, hang on. Chelsea's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
good morning. I trust you all slept well.
Mhm.
Oh, this is where Michaela can go. Top of the morning to you.
And she also brings treats. But she doesn't bring donuts. She brings eclairs.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Wow.
Fancy.
that's
Hey, trying to make Michaela look like a bad host.
No, she's
Like-
look.
Hi,
If you,
so doing so early in the morning.
totally forgot
look,
to
when you
get.
go to someone else's home, you bring things with you. It's a sign of respect. So
Oh, I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. I really would have.
I
anyway,
brought this book.
She also brings her books on Latin and translation, dictionaries and stuff.
All right, I'll read it. Yeah.
Right. So what's happening now?
Oh,
Dasim, what does Dasim do?
He is going to take about 10 minutes to eat an eclair and drink some coffee.
you don't need 10 minutes.
Yeah, Michaela offers like tea and coffee to everyone.
It's called being sociable,
Yeah.
Cookie. You don't just immediately break
Howdy.
out the Necronomicon. God.
You don't know what it
To
is.
approach it.
He puts 2 sugars in his coffee. He's a 2 sugar kind of guy.
Chelsea has a spot of tea.
It's all over her shirt.
Michaela.
No, Deacon will afterwards open up his suitcase and take out the book and set it carefully on the table.
Oh, yep. Arya kind of like brushes some of the sugar back that's on the table that was from away from the book.
Michaela like pulls the little crochet doily with a plate of biscuits away from it because it was like old and musty and whatnot, wasn't it? So she's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Mhm.
smooth that.
Does she look at the crucifixion and go,
What?
It's a
Does she look at me?
crucifix, Chelsea.
No, it's a crucifix if it has
Okay,
it.
the book is now on the table. Leave the crucifix on the wall where it is.
Yes. She is playing with her rosary that she does have around her neck though.
Mhm. The book is now on the table, closed.
Well, let us
Uh,
get down to business, shall we? Takes
Yeah.
a seat.
Mhm.
And she opens her books and
All right.
While Chelsea is doing that, Michaela's gonna look at the others and say, like, so none of us can speak Latin, can we?
Not
Just
well.
not
should we be leaving Chelsea to her work then?
Where do you want to go?
If Chelsea's doing the translating, perhaps we should go to the central library or see if there's any more books that we can get there. Actually, where are we going to the central library for?
We're going to find out about the will, but
I'm going
now
back through my notes.
we're gonna find out about the will, I think. But then we know what the will said, that he was buried in his home.
I
Okay,
would like
well-
to get to the sanitarium today. Forget the time.
It's about 8 in the morning. You arrived there about 8 in the morning.
Well,
At Michaela's place at about 8.
I wasn't planning on translating the whole book right away, but perhaps just enough to give us some idea.
Well, we should go by the sanitarium in either case. I don't see how it makes too much difference.
Well, it makes a difference that I would want to be there as well.
Oh no, Michaela's just making small talk with the others while you.
Oh,
Have a
We're all
look.
walking to the other
So
room.
we're not. So we're not just watching you in like pensive
no,
silence.
no,
She's like,
I just thought you were all leaving.
Okay.
We all just walk.
Everyone is
we lock
staying.
you into Michaela's apartment.
Everyone is staying at Michaela's
Translate,
place.
monkey,
Translate that.
translate.
While
Fine.
Chelsea
Whip.
is,
Crack the whip.
hasn't opened the book yet.
Yeah, she opens the book and, is it titled like on the cover, or is there nothing on the cover?
There is nothing on the cover, but the moment you touch the cover, you feel it soft and warm. It feels familiar. It feels like you touched this material before. And you will make me a sanity check.
Oh, really
My mind is going places. I don't like it.
You remember
Where
back when
is-
you were? It's up at the top near the right.
okay.
Made of hopes and dreams.
You think back to when you hugged your father as a child before he disappeared.
87. So,
Oh,
let me read this.
oh boy.
That's a fail, and I will do this.
I'm gonna press that roll by grabbing it really firmly.
We're gonna press the button.
Push.
You fracture your finger.
Can I push the roll by feeling myself to not feel weird
No.
touching it?
No, you can't push roll sanity.
You're not expecting it.
Can't push
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, I guess so.
I push
Oh.
my sanity every day.
Alright, you as soon as you touch the book, you kind of just freeze a little bit, and you feel this material before, and it comes to your mind that, hang on, this feels like skin.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, you will lose 3 sanity points
Ugh.
from your current sanity.
So, human skin specifically.
Yeah, human skin. You're not sure how it's preserved, or how it's been keeping all these years. You know it's old, but it's warm, and you don't know how it's continuing to be warm and preserved. But it is skin.
So both my my max and my current go
No,
down
just your current. Just your current.
by 3 points.
By 3 points.
Okay, 47.
Ooh.
Chelsea screams.
Ah! Oh! Fucking
Would it-
A.
Oh
But
my!
Right in my ear.
Now,
Whatever does it matter?
now, would it be in era character for them to just backhand or get a hold of yourself, woman?
Hey, sure. Alright, are you guys rushing in for like the other room?
Well, no,
I
it's
thought,
like
I thought we were all sitting
we're
there.
all around.
No,
the
you're all in the
Oh,
same place.
okay.
Yeah.
You
She just started, and we're just discussing what we might do in the meantime.
just does anyone say anything immediately, or should I continue?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Michaela's like,
but
whatever's matter.
Yeah. Artie kind of recoils a little bit, but kind of leans away from her. He's like, kind of covers his ear. Just she's
like wide-eyed, reading at the like the cover of the book. It's human skin.
What
Ah,
color is that?
that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, we saw skeletons in there. The skin, if it was
touch
skin,
it.
it would.
Touch it.
I won't touch it. The thing's old. I'm gonna rip it.
Sadie, what color is the book? Is it like beige?
These skins aren't made for
It's
the
beige.
intricacies of
But
reliquaries.
it looks cracked like leather, but when you
Whatever
touch it, it
it
doesn't
is.
feel like leather.
It's still warm to the touch. That
Kayla, is this
Because you are describing it, and because of your reaction, everyone has to make sanity checks except
Dang it.
Decim.
Perfect.
It chills it.
Decim
Like,
already
I
knows.
I
But
stroked
he
that book
knows,
all
but
night, it's fine.
he his mind managed to repress it.
Dang it! 1 point! 1 point of point! Okay.
So Michaela loses no sanity. Let's see how much Artie loses. Artie loses 4.
Dang it.
That's a lot.
how
Still
did
more
you
than
guys?
true,
How did you guys expect her to react?
though.
That's
Decim's
we should burn it.
Do you think perhaps this cult was made out of, oh, I don't know, cannibals?
I don't know.
Okay.
Was-
So,
Decim's gonna just kind of slap his hand on the table. It's like, now get a hold of yourselves, for Lord's sake. Now, it's very clearly established in the anthropological community that older in olden eras, people were known to use these kind of materials for this kind of purpose. It's what they had on.
how old then does
Yeah,
Decim say?
how old does the book actually look? Like if like say Chelsea was too.
The book looks more recent than an era where people used human skin
Yeah. So
for
it's gonna be
books.
like, this is the 20th century.
Well, it was kept secure underground. It's fairly well preserved.
I don't know.
It's-
It's a little strange. There were skeletons in that room, and you would think that a book like this would have dissolved, but clearly
They
it's
have
more recent.
chemicals. They treat it.
It doesn't seem that old, but I can see now why the police would have raided them. But we have to notify the authorities about this.
Ugh,
Like-
enough of this. Enough of the authorities. We don't need to get them in on this, and they're gonna take the job right out from under us.
They-
We're not gonna
they-
get paid.
They use someone's skin to. I
The
can't
skin
even
is
think
old.
about it. Yeah, but
The book is old, so the skin is old, probably more than 100 years old.
That book looks
You-
older than the United States of America. That's whoever that was made from is long dead now.
So what you gonna do? You all are sitting staring at this human skin bound book.
she's gonna try opening it without touching the cover.
You alright, you're able to do that. Inside the pages are just paper
Right, she
with black
studies.
ink scrawled across it.
She
They're woven out of
studies.
human hair.
Shush. She studies her reading and tries to read the first page, I guess.
You try to read it, but you're having some trouble. Your Latin skill of 50 is enough to read it in this lit, comfortable place. So, and you have your references.
Yeah.
So you begin reading it. It doesn't make much sense to you, but at the same time, it kind of seeps into your mind. You feel something just kind of groping around, feeling inside your head while you're reading it, and you're staring at it, staring at the book, you're staring at the words. As a minute passes, everyone around her realizes she's basically just staring and not actually translating anything, as if the
Hey.
information from the book is going into her head.
Chelsea, hey.
And you gain 2% Cthulhu Mythos,
Oh.
but at the
Yay.
same time you reduce your maximum sanity, that's a 99, to
Yeah.
97.
Okay, hang on, let me.
So if Miss Pennington is up for the task of reading this book, should we perhaps be on our way to that sanitarium?
Wait, so can she react now, or?
No, you're totally absorbed by this book, reading it, and you think that it might take about 3 hours to skim it or absorb the information from that book.
Well.
Where do I put this? In
It's under your credit rating.
Yeah, it's under your credit rating.
Under climb, under charm, under archaeology. Under
Oh,
magic.
okay. Well, 2%. So she doesn't respond or say anything.
Nope, she does not. She is totally engrossed by this book.
Well, Chelsea looks a little distracted, so I think we should just head out or something. Just leave her to her work. How about that Roxbury, huh?
So
Let's
you're
be
just
on
gonna
our-
leave her staring at the book?
Yes.
Michaela's gonna think this is slightly suspicious, so she's gonna kind of shake Chelsea's shoulder like.
Okay, you shake her out of it.
Mhm.
And Chelsea looks up at everyone else and blinks.
What happened?
I don't know. You look like you fell asleep.
Very, very absorbed in your book there, but how was the translation going?
I will tell you that when Michaela shakes you awake, the information stream from the book kind of cut off, and you don't really get much. All you hear about is a figure named Ibon.
I don't remember much. Just
Okay, so
there's a name, like Ibon.
Artie kind of clasps his hands and sits back down.
Okay, Chelsea. Just real quick. Tell me, is it normal for you to kind of like go into a zone or like sort of look like a brain dead crazy person when you translate these texts?
No.
Miss Pennington, do you even read Latin?
Yes. I can read it just fine.
Because you look like you're like Have you watched too many? Have you watched any of the movies? Have you seen any of the movies? You look like that the movie motion pictures.
I don't see what that has to do with this.
Well, you remind me of like the I forget the name of it, but like you look like your brain left your head.
I don't recall any of that.
Michaela's like, we were trying to talk to you. Oh crap! I lost the accent. We were trying to talk to you, but you weren't responding.
I don't know what to tell you. Does she recall anything else except that name?
All you read is something about Ibon.
Does she remember what she read, or just the name?
How many pages has she flicked through so far?
She has flicked through a few, about 2 or 3.
Are you able to translate aloud to us any of what you've read so far?
Can she try?
Yeah, she can try.
Alright, she'll try reading the part about Ivan.
All right.
It just seems
Reading
very
it
odd
aloud.
that you've read a number of pages and all you're able to tell us is one name.
Hey, let me try reading it out to you.
You begin reading about this book is written by a man named Ibon, and that he is some kind of spellcaster or wizard. And this book the first paragraph, it details that this book is about arcane knowledge, among other things, of Ibon's exploits.
Yeah, so she says that.
Arctic knowledge.
Arcane knowledge.
Michaela, let's just kind of go. So this is a book about.
Witchcraft.
Well, she's going to think like a street performer.
No, I think this might be part of cult's teachings. It might be sort of a prophet for them.
Oh,
Michaela's just going to kind of cross her arms and just be like.
this
But
is like an evil Bible.
I don't know if there's much to gain from this. This person called Ivan is the person who wrote this book. He can still be alive, so this information is of use to us.
It still might help us figure out what was going on, you know? Couldn't
So it
hurt.
sounds like Mr. Corbett was what's that word? So it sounds like Mr. Corbett was inclined to believe in this sort of nonsense.
He might very well have been with what we've discovered about his will.
Chelsea, you said nonsense, but I don't go to the church every Sunday, but I do think I remember a sermon. Can't remember which church they were talking about witchcraft and the dangers of it. Is that just fake?
Well,
Are you asking Chelsea or Michaela?
Yeah, Chelsea. Sorry, Michaela. He meant Michaela.
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 Yep. Michaela.
She's just going to say it's all just a bunch of nonsense, and it's just pagan beliefs that people have. All sorts of weird things that they do in search of their faith.
Okay, they just look in the wrong direction, I guess.
In any case, I think it's worthwhile to continue translating this text if you're indeed able.
There's more sanity.
And perhaps derive some manner of intent from these people and what kind of association they may have had with our person of interest.
I do.
Chelsea will tell you all that it'll take about a few hours to skim it in its entirety.
I just don't know what reading their holy book will help us with.
Well, it would perhaps give us some manner of insight into the motivations of these people if we encounter them.
It might let us know about how far they're willing to go for their belief. I mean, what Artie was saying before about pagan rituals and such, they went into some crazy things about sacrifices and whatnot. It'd probably help to know whether or not these people are of the same vein.
Do you think maybe the gases are part of one of their rituals?
Perhaps.
Don't know, Artie. But we do know that Walter Corbett is probably buried in his own house.
And
Now that's a bit creepy. He's not even on consecrated ground.
perhaps this text will give some insight into the reason for that.
Is it?
But this is
Is there any way of knowing?
This is a
Is there any way of knowing if it's common to have yourself buried under your house?
Don't think it.
It's not common.
they
You
let
being
him
a
do
missionary, It's not common. You've been around. You've never heard of this.
Alright, well, can't she, like, just...
You've heard of people being buried in their backyards,
Not under the house.
but not under the house.
Can she, like, I don't make it like a scan to see if there's, like, any burial practices mentioned anywhere in the book, like the burial practices section?
You can try. Yeah.
How would I do that?
Make a Latin roll.
Do I get advantage from my books?
Yeah, you get advantage.
What the hell?
Miss Pennington, if
Oh,
you're
wait.
truly not capable, I do have associates who can help us in these.
Is
You
that second
think-
roll supposed to be advantage on the
Yeah,
those
the
three
second
rolls?
roll. The second roll.
Oh.
Yeah. You can get double advantage or double disadvantage.
So that 25 is really what the roll was.
No,
25's the value. The roll was 82 and 71.
71 and 82. The values
Oh, no,
are.
Wait,
She rolled, but Cookie clicked it twice. I was looking at the top one.
Oh,
oh, is that how that works? The second
Yeah.
roll? Oh. Well, there you go, 25.
okay. I didn't even see the top one. Okay.
I,
Yeah, 25. Yeah, you managed to skim it pretty quickly, but you don't find any mentions of burial practice. You think that this isn't a holy book so much as it is a journal or diary of Ibon about his exploits, his arcane knowledge. You come across pages with different symbols and runes, and you can't make heads or tails of them.
she will inform everyone of this.
Does she make another sanity check?
No, she does not.
She tried
Does
to
she
make
learn
my...
any Does she learn any magic?
Ugh.
She does not. She cannot make heads or tails of the spells within this book. And this takes you a very, very long time to go through each page of the book to find any like burial practices or anything.
Yeah.
But you don't find any, and you reach the end and you see scribbled on the bottom corner of the last page, this is something that tells you that this is not the original book. This is a copy in Latin.
Oh,
And it mentions something about Hyperborea.
please don't.
You feel you might need to read the full book properly to understand. That's with a capital H, by the way. But so far, you find nothing pertaining to this current situation.
Alright,
It's just a very ancient book with arcane knowledge.
she will inform everyone of...
It is now around 11:30 in the morning because she took so long to go through.
Yeah.
them.
I would have had more coffee, listening to some random radio drama or something.
Decimate all of the eclairs.
What do you...
Artie would have.
What did you all
Just-
think we should do now that I've determined there is no reference of any burial practices?
Now you done already, huh? It only took like 3 hours. Okay. Well, let's head to the sanitarium. I'm ready to finally be
Look,
Mackie again.
It is not an easy book to translate.
All right. Let. I'm sorry. I don't know how that works.
No,
Did you notice any reference to the, what is it? The one who waits in the dark?
did I?
No, you did not.
I did not.
Nah. He said it was like his journal or something.
Yes, or a biography of sorts, but there's also what seem to be described as spells.
Yeah.
Michaela's very dismissive of that.
Which is
So
probably
what's-
just a bunch of ramblings.
Mm-hmm.
In order to really understand anything from this book, I would probably need to spend all day just reading all of it. But I believe there's much more productive uses of our time.
Sure. Yeah. Let's hit the road, though, huh? Maybe you'll think of something in hindsight.
Perhaps.
So we're
So
going
you-
to the sanitarium then?
Yeah. Let's get going.
She closes the book without touching the cover again.
So you all are heading towards the sanitarium. Yes?
Yeah.
Everyone in
Yeah,
agreement?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we like in pairs since we have 2 cars?
Yeah, you can travel in pairs. You head to the sanitarium. It's a little way out of town. It's not in town. It takes you about an hour to get there. So it's about 12:30 when you reach. You reach up. It's this big stone and brick building, very foreboding. Dead trees out front. You see people around in the front courtyard, like wheeling around people on wheelchairs and whatnot. And you head inside and you meet the receptionist. He's alright. He's an average looking man, black hair, mustache. Looks up at you. Good day, good day. How can I help?
Yeah, we're here to see one of your one of. His name is Macario. He was admitted here. How long ago was it?
Uh,
I don't think we got a timeline.
1918 something?
1918, they moved
Ah.
in and then they left almost instantly.
Yeah.
I think it was in 1918, somewhere around there. Is he still here?
He
Him and his
holds up his
wife.
hand. He holds up his hand. And he tells you, "Yes, I know Macario. They haven't got any visitors since 1918, since they were committed.
Oh, hey, what kind-
Do you want to see Vittorio or his wife?"
I'd like to see Vittorio first.
He nods and he kind of rings a bell, and you see a man. After a little while, a man comes in with white clothes. He's a kind of chubby-looking fella, but he looks quite strong. Has a bald head, and he leads you all into the sanitarium. And there's banging on doors and screaming and just generally sanitarium asylum stuff, scratching on the walls, and he leads you further and further in until he suddenly turns and opens one of the doors and leads you all into a padded cell. Within this padded cell, sitting at the center, his legs folded, a very thin man who looks malnourished, older beyond his years, his cheeks sinking in, his eyes wide and darting from face to face, his hair tousled and pulled in all directions, grayed at the roots. The man you see before you, Artie, is your childhood friend, but looks nothing like him.
Mackie.
Huh?
Mackie, is that you?
Who are you? No. Who are you?
It's me, Artie. Remember when we were kids? We used to
I
throw the
don't
ball
know.
back and forth.
I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know anyone. And you see him, he has clutching close to his chest, his arms folded with a Bible.
It's okay, Mackie. We just want to talk. He's like,
No, stay away. And you see him, he suddenly pulls out the Bible and he opens it and he points to the verse on the page and he said, He shouts, "By his own weapon, the devil is worsted. By his own weapon is the devil worsted." And he keeps repeating that over and over and again.
By his own weapon, the devil what?
Is worsted.
What does that even mean?
WRSTED.
Like
Uh.
that.
Yeah.
Can we ask Michaela what that means?
What does Michaela say mean?
Make me an education check.
Straight education?
Yep.
Oh.
You think it means to defeat or get the better of.
I meant like the what do you call it? Like the phrase itself, not just the word. What's it referring to? And tell us that.
He's holding the Bible and he's just pointing at a verse. So you have to actually see which verse he's pointing to.
Dekim would like to use his psychoanalysis to try and calm him down and get him into a more cooperative mindset.
You can try, yeah.
You will try. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
You see, what do you do?
He's gonna come up and make soothing sounds and just kind of put his hand on his shoulder and lean him back and ask him about his feelings and his dreams and who hurt you as a small child. I don't know.
You see him when you approach. You see him recoil from you a little bit, but he calms down and he closes the book. And he's looking at you.
He's gonna ask him like, what is this phrase that gives you comfort and strength? And what is this your
Is it actually giving him strength, or is it causing him to freak out more?
Well, it seems like, I don't know, my
His
impression.
mantra.
Yeah, my impression was that it's his mantra that he's using to try and protect himself from imaginary or hallucinatory or paranoid threats and things.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I recognize the scripture or anything just from my occasional...
You don't know what scripture he's pointing at.
No, I mean just from what he's saying over and over again, if it's from scripture.
Oh, yeah,
He's
make an
reading it-
education
reading
check.
it from the Bible.
Education. Oh, just hold
Yeah.
on. Okay, that's a
How
characteristic.
How far into the book is he? Like, is he in? If he's past the halfway point, is he in
he's
New
around
Testament
the
or
middle.
Old Testament?
He's around the middle. So, Old Testament.
Are you saying Michaela doesn't have the Bible memorized?
I don't have the Bible memorized.
But are you a missionary?
A lot of missionaries don't have the Bible.
I'm looking
I mean,
at it. I'm like, there actually there is no religion check.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
It'd
So
probably
just
just be
be-
education.
Yeah, just education
okay.
will do. But Decim, he looks at you with wide eyes, his eyes darting all over your face, and he says, No. You have to leave here, it'll come for you. No.
What will come for us? What is it that
The devil.
terrorizes you?
The devil.
Oh,
And he
this is
keeps
what-
he keeps repeating it. He keeps repeating it over and over and over again. And then he opens the Bible again. This time you notice Michaela to a different point, and he repeats the same sentence.
Can Dekim look and see what he's indicating on the page as he says this?
You glance at the Bible and you see it has nothing to do with what he's saying. It doesn't refer to the verse at all.
Can Dekim backhand him and say, "Get a hold of yourself, woman"?
It's a man.
Back in the
I know. I was just, never mind.
The orderly.
This
When-
is
when he
why you
starts
got kicked out of psychology school.
When
He slapped all the women.
when he starts repeating the devil over and over again, the orderly comes up and he beckons you all to leave. He says, all right, that's enough. I don't think he can take anymore."
Audie's just
Hold
like
on, hold on.
kind of helplessly, just like Mackie, just like leaves the room, like, almost in tears. Not really in tears.
Vittorio Macario
like,
does not
frustrated.
know you. He looks upon you as if he is looking upon a stranger.
Yeah.
The orderly
Yes,
ushers you out of the room and he locks the door behind you.
But can't I was gonna say a prayer with him.
That's all right, ma'am. We have missionaries coming in. Say
But I was
prayers
going
out.
to-
It's okay. It's okay.
I think
Do you have other business?
Is
Yeah.
he always like that?
He's always like that, I'm afraid.
He didn't even recognize me. I mean, I know I put on some weight since then, but it's like I was a
Do
stranger.
you have a spare bit of paper, please? I'd like to write down a prayer for him. It might offer him some comfort. I don't
I'm
know
afraid-
if your missionaries go through this, but this one's called the prayer against every evil.
You mean you mean you're gonna give him a piece of paper? I'm afraid we don't allow visitors to give items to patients.
Or at the very least, have someone read it out for him, and then he can repeat word after word, or line after line.
Yeah, you see him think a little bit and he says, "Yeah, all right, I'll ask a missionary next time."
What if she just wrote it in his Bible?
I don't think
Got a
taking
freaking
away
prayer, God damn it!
I don't think taking away his Bible is a good idea. He's holding on to it pretty tightly.
It's okay. Artie can hold him down.
And then he asks you, "Do you have any more business here? Do you want to see Miss Macario?
Yes.
She hasn't gotten any visitors too."
Should. I didn't know her, but I mean, we should definitely see what's up.
All right. And then he leads you more to the front of the place. He carries you to a room with a woman on the bed. It's not a padded room. It's just a normal, like, hospital room. The woman on the bed. She looks grey and almost the same as Vittoria.
Is she bound? Is it one of those beds where she's bound to it? No?
Jesus.
Works?
I like the orderly just dragging McKenna down the hallway, and she's like, "Burn all the evils in hell if they make them again touch me."
Judy, are you really prepared to recite that whole
Oh.
thing?
I was.
My God, Father, and Son, Holy Spirit, most Holy Trinity. Immaculate Virgin Mary, angels and archangels.
Or I think
We lost
you'll,
Amy.
I think you'll get plenty more chances. Don't worry.
So
That's
let's
probably
see.
the best the prayer against evil I found.
But the key is, can you read it seductively?
What?
Seduce the demon out of him.
I think that'd be sacrilege.
Yes.
What if
But
it's
it's
the only way?
But it's talking about molesting and touching and burning and things and being bound.
Yeah, and it's saying I command all those powers that molest me to leave forever and to be consigned into everlasting hell.
You'd be
Where they
condemning
belong.
yourself, Halsey. Gotta read the context.
Do we know the woman's name?
Oh, no? Mrs. Macario?
I was about to ask Sadie, but no. Well, it's the
Sadie, we can't hear you no more. No, he's actually out, not even in the call.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no,
I
he dropped
just
it out.
noticed that. Yeah. I mean, I knew he was gone. I thought like his sound died or something. I don't know.
His internet cut out.
Larg.
I don't know. He's still over 20, but he's not in Skype.
Whole week's worth of Windows.
But this gives Chibi a perfect chance to recite her prayer.
So Chibi,
No.
I was watching this they made like a TV show of The Exorcist,
Mm.
and like there's like the what do you call it? Like what's English for sensei?
Teacher?
Teacher? Master?
No, the other
Master?
someone who like
So
passes
there's a sensei.
someone who like passes knowledge to someone else.
a
Mentor?
guru or
Yeah,
a
mentor.
mentor, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like this older, like kind of like outcast priest. He's like a mentor to the younger one. Is like he's an Irish priest, and he's like always talking like this, exercising him, making me think of that.
Uh-huh.
Also, I'll be right back since Danny's gone.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I should get some water. I'll get some water.
Chibi, I've been trying to work on ardent marches, and Cookie's been distracting me.
How dare he? That's all I can say about that. Distracting you with what?
With anime and one
Oh.
click.
7 Deadly Sins?
No, JoJo.
I am not impressed. What's my pen?
D Devour. I need Saini to get his PDF of the DMG and edit out the back appendix as a face spider on it for me.
DMG. What are you after like a specific monster?
Okay, so what I'm doing right now primarily is trying to make random encounter tables for different areas, which the back of the DMG has appendixes for different monsters and creatures by environment.
Environment, indeed. I'm sorry, just go back.
And one of the pages has a picture of face spider on it, so I can't look at those two pages. And then if he could somehow get a PDF of the Tome of Beasts and then cut out all these pictures of the spider. Or I swear to God, I went through this because this is a big book, and I went through it looking for spiders that I could be aware and avoid. And then there's just like a whole like little section of them that I somehow missed. And now, hey, Sadie, we're talking about things I need you to do for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Sadie, I think Cookie's gone right now.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Um,
Where was I? Just remind me so I can pick up where I left off.
You were taking us to the woman, and I was asking whether or not it was one of those beds where she's actually bound to it.
Oh,
Yes.
no. You see her sitting up on the bed.
Okay. Halsey, if you joined the D&D beta, they do have the Monsters Compendium there, and it can sort it by environment.
Is that the phone app or a computer app?
It's the beta, and it's online, and it also has the spells and stuff on it too, and items and stuff. You have to log in with your Twitch account.
With authorize. Boop. My display
So
name.
sort-
Boop. Not found. Page. Well, whatever. Compendium. Boop. Perfect. I think.
So there's the Monsters
monsters.
tab.
Uh-huh. Environment. Perfect. Uh-huh. So it doesn't actually. It looks like it does have pictures, but they're not like. Hold on, where do I click on it?
Well,
Okay.
let me click. No, if you click on it, it just brings up the stats. It doesn't show an image of the monster.
Yeah.
So you can click on that giant spider, and it'll tell you its stat block and its actions and stuff.
Perfect.
So yeah, so this is handy.
This is very handy. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
See, I told you to join the beta.
Well, I mean, I was going to. Let's get forest. Spiders of a forest. Let me look and see what it looks like. I just. Okay, that's not too bad. It's got a little thing on there, but it's not like really detailed. I'm not sure what Cookie is doing, Sadie. Was he?
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Face spiders there, but it's small and not very detailed, so it's fine. Okay, good.
Okay. So you all are taken to this room. She's on the bed. She's not tied down. She's sitting up. She's looking out the window.
What is her name?
Her name is Gabriela Macario. She turns to you all and to look at you, and she asks the orderly, "Oh, who are these people?"
What's her name again?
Gabriela.
Gabriela.
Yeah.
Does the
Gabby.
orderly respond to her?
He kind of looks at you all, expecting you to introduce yourselves.
My name's Adi. Adi Moretti. I was a childhood friend of your husband's.
Oh, I see. He didn't tell me much of his childhood friends. And she looks at the rest of you.
Miss Gabriela, we were wondering if you could help us with some questions we have
Questions?
about your previous residence.
Her eyes grow wide and she shakes her head. I want to remember nothing of that place. Nothing.
I see. Well, we're investigating that place soon. Trying to
Yeah,
get as much.
She cuts you off and she says, there's something there. There's something evil. I don't know what it is, but at night it leans over me. I don't know what it is. It always hated Vittorio. It was always angry. It caused dishes and things to fly across the room. I don't know. There's something very evil there. Please, don't bring up memories of that place.
Note taking.
All right. He said it hated Vittorio. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pry. You don't have to talk about it anymore if you don't want to, but it might help us some if we understand what's going on.
She just kind of shakes her head, and you can tell that she doesn't either doesn't know or doesn't want to recall.
So it
Okay.
is still affecting you even though you have left?
I don't know. I just know it's evil. I know that house is evil.
So
Michaela's gonna
Cindy,
try and calm her.
do I get ticks?
Is Michaela allowed to approach?
Yeah, she can approach. What do you want, Cookie?
Do I get check marks?
What did you roll again? Latin?
Yes.
Yeah, you get a check mark in Latin.
Good.
And Halsey gets psychoanalysis.
I already did.
Yeah, just remember that because it's something I'm gonna forget.
Dickie would like to try and use his mech repair to see if he can get Gabriella to
What?
I was hoping to persuade her with what I said last, but I don't know.
You can roll persuade if you wanted to persuade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, she just shakes her head and she continues to insist that the house is evil.
Yep.
Anyone else doing anything?
Dekim would like to try and persuade her, asking her, "There's no one who can hurt you here. Why would you believe it's evil? What do you think is haunting you? What could cause you harm here?"
She says, I don't know. It's always over me at night.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you don't need to roll a persuade for that, but she's saying it. She was saying it's always over at me at night. I don't know. I don't know. And you see she's slowly starting to break down. She's starting to cry. And she starts.
Try to calm her down with psychoanalysis. She's only a 20.
Oh, jeez. Make it work.
Okay.
As soon as she starts to cry, however, the orderly starts to usher you out. He says, "That's enough. That's enough."
Oh, for crying out loud! I'm never gonna get any ticks.
Okay. Well, okay. I heard something for a moment that I think was different from what you said.
I heard it too. Don't worry. Okay. So
That's a really
orderly
weird
ushers you out,
context.
and he says, he closes it and he says that's enough. When the police questioned her, she acted the same way. I'm afraid. That's all we're gonna get.
Hmm.
Oh, so they were arrested and brought here, were they? I thought they'd admitted themselves.
No, they were brought here by the police. They weren't arrested. They were brought here by the police because they were. It looked as if they were insane because of the house. Simple.
Well, are there any other members of Macario's family here?
The orderly will shake his head. He says, Gabriela talks about her 2 kids, but I'm afraid they're way off.
Yes.
They're in Baltimore.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's not what I thought, but okay.
Well, this
In
was
another
fruitless.
What's it was for this? I think.
So, what does Artie think?
Oh yeah, I think it. Something's up in that house.
Yeah,
Something nasty.
no shit.
Yeah.
So you have.
Perhaps we should just think again.
Who are you talking about?
Maybe
His
we
name
should
is
just
Artie.
shush. Maybe we should just tell Mr. Not to simply demolish the house. Get over with it.
Nah. I mean, we need to investigate the house first.
To achieve what?
Because we don't know what's really going on in there. We just know that they're freaking out.
Are we
They
saying
saw
this in front
something.
of the orderly, or are we?
Oh no,
like,
I
making
assume
our way out?
we're like outside now.
I don't want the orderly to like start thinking. that
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
that
you're
sort of stuff.
outside. It's no big deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Alright.
outside.
Perhaps it's a case of an unsettled ghost. I mean, you've got a person buried under the basement. Perhaps we need to have some sort of, we need to bless the land and send his soul on to its eternal rest.
Yeah, the eschewism, right? The Catholic priest can eschew ghosts, right? Sorry, exorcism.
Exorcism?
Yes, exorcism.
Are you telling me that the breaking dishes and broken planks are because someone wasn't buried in an actual grave?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know how ghosts work.
Well, okay, so out of character, wasn't Mr. Corbett lived in the house after Macario?
No, Corbett lived long before Macario.
Okay.
No. Yeah,
Macario's-
I was also confused about that.
In 1880, the French immigrants
Yeah,
house,
if you
but they fled
remember,
when a series
yeah.
of violent accidents happened.
Yeah, but
they were
at
like-
which point did Corbett move in? Before
He
the
owned the
French
house, didn't
family?
he?
Make intelligence checks.
Education.
Any one of you. Oh,
Oh.
intelligence.
Okay.
Ah.
I mean, I know in 18. Well, is this for? Oh, whatever.
Just
'Cause
make an
I have-
intelligence.
I have notes.
Well,
No,
that one.
Artie's in there. Hey, I forget
Tequila.
Artie's. He's
Artie.
uneducated, but he's pretty smart. He can pick up stuff.
Chelsea. You all figure that there's probably some that the central library holds records of house ownership and similar things to that.
Yeah, but we kind of looked through that. Would it have said when Corbett owned it?
No, the central library. You didn't go there yet.
Oh yeah, I guess it didn't.
Yes, we could go to the 5:30.
Can. Says
We haven't
Artie.
been to the library.
Oh, we went through records. It felt like the library
We went
to
to
me.
Central Records, a Hall of
Yep.
Records.
The Hall of Records. You went to the police station. And the newspaper place. So, you have two places to go: the house, the Corbett House, the Central Library, or any other place you want to go. It is now about 12:30, almost 1 o'clock.
So we pop by somewhere to get some chicken or something to eat, and then I guess we'll swing by the library.
Very well.
Oh, well,
So we have
do you have
lunch,
another suggestion?
Discuss
Chelsea?
our findings.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we should.
We can say you discuss what to do next and stuff over lunch, and you come to the conclusion that you go to the library. So
Alright.
so you go to the library about 1 o'clock. then.
Perhaps we should just inform Mr. Nada what we discovered so far. See what he thinks, since he's our employer.
Maybe.
I think I'd rather go to the library first and just get some more facts about the order of ownership of the house before we take all this back to Mr. Knott.
And I'm not opposed to that.
All right, then we'll see what we can get out of the library.
So you'll head to the library. Receptionist, the librarian lets you in. It's free for you to peruse, and ever famous library use code rules shall be put to use now. Library use.
Yay! Let me see.
Oh my god! My
And
first
Tequila.
success.
I clicked it, didn't I? Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Huh. Yeah! Yes! Check mark.
Okay, Michaela gets a library use tick.
Yeah. My
Right.
first one.
Is that oh? Yeah. Go,
How's
Chippy.
Halsey, Decim is sees a girl and he hits on her in the library.
Yeah!
He's not worried. He already has a check mark for library use.
Chelsea
Right.
and Artie. So that's three. So all three of you split up and you look and look and look. And you, let's see, who's first? Michaela finds a snippet of information in the building's in the building's records. About in 1835, a prosperous merchant builds the house, but immediately falls ill and sells it to a Mr. Walter Corbett, Esquire.
1885.
1835.
85.
Right, you all got that?
Builds the
And
house.
by
Yeah.
sold to, you mean was turned into a book by.
You all got that?
Yeah.
People still
Yes.
I
Okay.
got it.
Okay, let's see. Chelsea. You find a law book stating that in 1852, Walter Corbett is sued by his neighbors who petitioned to force him to leave the area in consequence of his serious habits and unauspicious demeanor.
In 1852.
Yes. Serious habits and unauspicious demeanor.
So basically, he's trying to get them to move away, or was it like a
No,
consequence?
his neighbors were trying to get him out.
Yeah, he was sued by his neighbors to force him to leave. Let's see who's next.
Artie.
Artie,
Yeah.
yes. You find another snippet saying Corbett won that lawsuit, and his obituary in 1866 states that he still lived in the same place.
Hmm.
It also states that a second lawsuit was being waged to prevent Corbett from being buried in his basement as provided by his will.
Oh.
It's also recorded only that no outcome to the second lawsuit is recorded.
Oh wow. Okay. But who filed the lawsuit?
It does not state.
All right.
What year was the obituary?
1866.
$1886? Wait.
66.
66.
Oh, 66. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's the 80s, the French family moved in.
Hmm.
It is now about 5 p.m. in the evening.
Oh wow.
No,
You have
dang.
such a whole library.
Yeah.
You go meet with Mr. Not.
Exactly. Before we go to Mr. Knott, exactly what are we going to tell him?
Good point. I don't know.
All this
I feel like,
connection with this cult.
yeah, I mean, we could just tell him that something is going on there, and we haven't looked at the house yet. We'll do that tomorrow.
I mean,
But
we know of dead people. We know of hidden crypts beneath the chapel. We have a book made of human skin. He's not the authorities, but he is our employer.
I think perhaps he might appreciate us taking a good look at the house first. I think that was our primary service for him.
fair point. We don't want him to think that we're amateurs or something.
He did hire you to investigate the house. So
We'll check-
you can inform him, you can do what you want. It's
Mhm.
mostly up to you.
I think it's highly unprofessional, Chelsea. If we talk to him now, we should take a look at the house first and get a thorough understanding of what's there. I know it's a lot of scary sounding stuff, but I mean, we're just visiting. We're not like living there, so I think if we do see anything strange, we write it down. Maybe take a picture with that picture box of yours, and vacate the premises. Be on our merry way.
Please call me Chelsea.
I do, Chelsea.
Chelsea,
Let us proceed.
so what's next? It's 5 p.m. in the evening. You all are leaving the library.
Dinner and then agree to meet out. Should we have dinner first and then we'll probably call it a day for now and then we'll meet each other outside the Corbett house in the morning?
Well,
Yes,
And
Which one of you has the key?
me.
I believe
Okay.
Chelsea.
this is lovely. Just having dinner together. It's
And there's no reason to go to the house past daylight. Gain
Scared of the
nothing,
dark.
Everyone, Chelsea is so skeptical, but she's still afraid to go to the house at night.
Cookie
she'll
wants
say-
Chelsea to just be the one character in any media that actually wants to go to the police.
I mean, that's what
Actually, Michaela is
Most
going to say,
people
like,
want
once
to.
Chelsea reminds them of the skeletons, it's like, about that, do you reckon we should tell the police that we found that secret basement?
I
And,
have been
I think
saying
there's
that
some bodies there.
from the very beginning.
Well, they've kept this long. I imagine they'll keep a few more days.
Aye, but they're now exposed. What if some little child decides to go playing in that wreck of a place?
it
You
is
know, children
also-
like to try to test the boundaries.
It is also a safety hazard. Artie
And I
almost
imagine that-
fell down the hole.
Yeah, that is true. I mean,
What did we leave it on? Unreported, and some poor soul wanders in there and falls to their death.
well,
I'm not very sure that that sort of place is the type where errant wanderers would tend to.
I mean, it does look like a good place for a squatter or something. That's what I said when we first got there. But I don't know. I
Is
mean,
it the sort of place that children would dare each other to go to?
Yes, precisely.
And then they find a skeleton and they have the fear God puts into them. Good for their souls, I say.
Not
I'd say it'd be
unless
good for
they
their
fall
imagination. At
the
the very
hole
least.
first.
Now, to say, I don't think we have anything to lose by going to the cops, I guess. But I think that I don't know. It might be a little strange bringing to them that after we've been on the scene and messed around in there. I think it's best that they just find out on their own.
And Chelsea glares at Artie.
What?
Is perhaps there's a way that we can leave like an anonymous tip?
Yes, I think that might be our only option at this point.
Yeah, you can phone in and give them an anonymous tip.
All right,
you know,
you can do
you
that.
can do something like that.
I believe in you, Chelsea. You can do that. Fine.
Yeah, bye.
You all split up for the night. Is anyone doing anything? Who has the book? I assume it's Chelsea.
She's less ahead of it, yeah.
She is the last that had it.
Yeah, sure. Like,
Well,
would we
Would we
agree
have
to
left?
What?
Would we have left it in Michaela's apartment when we are left?
Yeah,
It's up to you guys.
I don't know.
Michaela?
What do you?
I wasn't the one
I-
who had a carry case for it.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm like saying if she didn't want to leave it there, then Decky would have put it back in the suitcase.
All right.
She probably wouldn't have thought about it.
Well, the question is if you guys would have wanted Chelsea to go through the whole book.
Well, you're the only one that can read it, so
Yeah.
yeah probably.
So,
Oh, yeah,
so
but
Michaela-
would you ask her to?
If she asked us, then yes. He would say, Artie would agree. He'd say, yeah. Read
no,
as much as you
she
can.
wouldn't- she
If
wouldn't.
you got some
No,
spare,
she
spare
wouldn't.
time before bed.
She wouldn't bring it up herself.
No,
You're the
well-
only one that can read it anyway.
Yeah, but at the time
Yeah, but-
where you were reading it before, Artie is just assuming that it's falling into your charge and that you're gonna do the responsible thing and translate the whole book.
Yeah, she's not gonna do that unless you guys
Okay.
ask.
Michaela just goes home and it's sitting there on her table and she's there just by herself looking at it
No, she let the scene take
With the-
it.
with the clock on the wall just ticking.
Shut up! I was like, I don't want it to actually be there overnight. I'm like, Michaela wouldn't have really cared.
She tosses it in the furnace.
Okay, somebody has to have it, so I will say that's him since he has a carrying case. Unless-
He could have picked it up when we left. Maybe we had
Unless
the
Chelsea wants it to translate. Which is
Yeah,
it?
if the conversation comes up about who's going to take the book, then Artie would suggest that Chelsea takes it and finishes translating it.
What would everyone else
Yes.
say?
No one
Destiny
else
would
can translate it,
De-
so might as well
Dec-
go with someone that can.
Declan would say, "Well, I do have my associate who's studied in this area, but if you think you can, here, just don't ruin it."
Okay, so Chelsea has it.
Yeah.
Make sure you put that in your inventory.
Oh, that reminds me.
Mhm.
What does the hell is it? Yeah. What does the title mean
I have no
in
idea.
Latin?
Why don't you Google it?
Wouldn't she know? Knowing Latin?
What was it? Libro.
Liber Ivonis.
Well, the first book just means first word means book, isn't it?
It's the Book of Avon. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
The Book
well,
of Avon. Or Avon.
oh,
But yeah,
that was the.
Ivon. But yeah. So you all are splitting up for the night. Anyone doing anything special?
Prayers.
Um,
Against evil.
Artie will make sure all of his his guns are in order, and then he's gonna attempt to pray over the bullets. Should he have to shoot a ghost?
Oh God.
All right.
Am
Go
I
ahead.
able to go to a church and get a little thing of holy water?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. You get that. You can put that in the inventory.
yeah.
Or a vial or a bottle, whichever.
Bottle of holy water.
Bottle of
Yeah.
holy water.
Jackie's gonna go to his apartment in the night and go to like his living room mirror with just a single light on in the kitchen off to the side and stare in the mirror behind him and see if there's any faces that pop out of the shadows.
Ew!
Nothing of the sort
Why
happens.
would you do that?
Yeah. Why would he do that?
All right. So morning comes,
Well,
8 a.m.
wait.
All right, where is Chelsea doing then?
Yeah, she would have a hearty dinner,
Hmm.
and then she's. How long did you say she estimated it would take to like get to the book?
The full book, you skimmed it before. It took 3 hours. The full book would take probably a few weeks to fully translate.
Oh wow. How much? Like, how much more could she get done like before bedtime?
You can fully translate the first page.
Oh well.
The first few pages.
All right.
And it would take a few hours.
Yeah, she will do that, but
Mm.
also before doing that, she's. Will you stop laughing?
No.
Before she does that, she's going to ask Maurice if he can stay with her and tell him that she had this strange experience where she was told that she went into a sort of stupor, and she's just asking to be there while she works on deciphering a couple pages and just like keep an eye on her if that happens to her again,
Hmm.
just to like shake her out of it. And yeah, she's gonna work on a couple pages.
Roll a. Let's see. What would that be? Roll a pow. Check.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing happens. You stay up that few hours and you translate a few pages. You don't go into a stupor.
Okay.
Maurice is just there. He falls asleep and starts snoring.
Does she learn
back up.
anything new?
Not really.
Alright, just gonna be like curse everyone else and tell them this point is just gibberish or
It's mostly a journal detailing this guy's Ibon's journeys and exploits. It doesn't make
Yeah.
much sense.
Wait,
It reads part
does-
like a journal and part like a storybook,
does
where he
she
goes to. Uh-huh.
does she get any like sort of idea of where it's set, like what era?
The only thing that comes to you as for setting it is the word Hyperborea.
Yeah. Does she get any more insight into that? Having put the
She does not. You assume it's some kind of land or continent somewhere, but
And you think,
it reads like it, so because it seems like a storybook or some kind of thing where he goes to different places and places you've never heard of.
could
It all
she?
sounds completely nonsensical to you.
What if she here's an idea. Yeah, what if she like looked through the father's library or asked him about the word? He has any idea?
You can. He doesn't have any idea. You can roll a library use.
Oh boy. Okay, do I get advantages since like family's library?
Yeah, you can say.
Okay.
Oh.
30. No, you don't find anything. You have no idea what this Hyperborea is.
Gonna go to sleep annoyed.
You are very sleepy. Yes, so Decim stares at the mirror. Michaela goes to sleep. Chelsea goes to sleep. Is Artie doing anything?
I don't know. He's just gonna make himself some dinner. Gonna think in his car for a bit. 'Cause that's his thinking place. And then he's gonna make sure all this stuff's together. He's gonna bring his gun with him when they go into the
Right.
mansion. Make sure that's
All
all
right,
works.
you said you were gonna pray over your bullets and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Michaela got holy water, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So it's morning. It's 8 a.m. Where are you all? Heading towards the place or at the place already?
Did we? What would we have agreed on? What time would we have agreed on to meet there?
I don't know, like 8 a.m. probably.
And would
Actually-
would we meet at the house? Or oh yeah,
well,
because
that's what Michaela did say. She did say it. She was like, "Shall we have dinner and then we'll just meet each other at the house in the morning?"
Actually,
she went
because
home that night and cleaned all the sugar off the table. Like,
Well,
these
be-
guys made
uh,
a mess of my.
I'm just asking because Ari needs to pick up the scene and I need to pick up Michaela.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say 8 o'clock. You all arrive there,
Okay.
and you arrive in front of the house. Let's see.
Hmm.
I have to scroll down. You, in front of the Corbett place, the brick building is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The house fronts the street. In the rear are overgrown plants and a half-collapsed arbor.
What?
Access a half-collapsed arbor. Uh, that's the rear of the house. It's you can Google
Arbor.
it and find a picture of arbor. The arbor.
And
My fantasy tendencies just typed armor.
It's that kind of
Okay, that's what I imagined actually. when-
yeah,
So
that's
that-
kind of roof thing that's usually outside on a back porch.
I think I subconsciously knew the
Yeah.
word.
what did you say about the front of the house? I think you cut out a bit.
The house fronts the street. The house is
Okay,
almost
okay.
at the front of the street. The rear overgrown plants and half collapsed arbor. And the house is thin and long, and there is an alleyway on either side that leads to the rear. The house seems to withdraw to the shadows cast by the two buildings. And all the windows are either heavily curtained with material or boarded up from the inside.
Like it's very much like the street is full of like it's not an abandoned place, right?
No, it's not abandoned.
Okay.
The buildings, the buildings on either side are office buildings.
All right. Are there any oh, never mind. We
Mhm.
wouldn't be able to do it. Okay.
Might be worth well, checking in the buildings, see if they're familiar with the house or if they hear any weird noises coming from it or anything.
Yeah, you can go around and ask if you want.
I suppose we could go to the adjacent.
Are you doing that? If you
Yeah.
do, you'll mostly get shrugs and people will say that buildings have been there for years and they wonder why it hasn't been broken down or anything. But no useful information about the building itself, nothing like
Okay.
sounds or anything.
All right.
They say they haven't seen anyone going inside except for Mr. Nuts.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Chelsea's gonna grab all her gear.
Yep. Already
Went up like he's entering the war or something. I don't know. He's got a shotgun and a baseball bat. And
Yes, arm the people who might potentially go insane with weapons so they can kill each other.
Hey,
hey, my sanity may have taken a hit, but it's still 66.
The front door is
Fire
secured
it.
with a single lock. 4 additional bolts seem to have been added within the last year or two.
Alright, she
We have a
will
key.
unlock it.
Yeah.
Also, wait, before she unlocks it, does she have? Is there a doorbell?
There is no doorbell.
Oh.
There is no knocker. It's just a door and brick and windows.
Lock with several
Boarded up.
padlocks?
No, just a normal door lock and bolts on the outside.
Okay. Alright, she will unlock it.
You unlock it. Do you open the door?
Sure.
You open the door and you are met with a very, very long corridor with 3 doors on your left and 3 doors. Sorry. 3 doors on your left and 2 doors on your right. The 2 doors are spaced off with one large space in between, suggesting that the room on the right is one large room.
Okay. And on the left?
The left has 3 doors.
Yeah, how dark is it inside? Oh, wait, do we get him up?
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Oh,
There's a skeleton.
You are surprised. It doesn't look like this. This is just for atmosphere.
oh,
You are surprised at how, even though in this morning light, the corridor just simply leads into darkness, but you can make out what seems to be a stairs leading up at the end.
Well, the windows were all boarded up and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Hmm
she's gonna light her lantern and just, actually, he's gonna,
Are there any light switches?
yeah, is
There
there,
there are light switches. You try it, but the lights do not come on.
it doesn't seem to be connected to the grid anymore.
No one's paying the bills. I mean,
Uh,
I wouldn't
You
if
are
I
at the front door.
this place.
You see 3 doors on your left and 2 doors on your right.
well, she'll
Along this
say,
corridor.
we've heard a lot of things about the house, about that, hang on, what am I trying to say? God damn it, Zany, I can't,
Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Damn it.
There's much reason to suspect that this house might be derelict, so it might be good to investigate the floorboards So we don't have another cave in.
Ah, yeah.
And she
Careful
Wicked
on the
dark in
stairs
there.
as
Might
well.
trip on something.
Mr. Knott said that he did take a fall down the stairs.
Yes. So she'll
Hmm.
cast her lantern, like, past the door and just take a look at along the length of the corridor, basically. See if it's structurally sound.
The floor looks dusty, but it does look strong.
Seems alright. She'll lead the way inside.
I'll take them. I'll follow your lead then, Chelsea.
So you all are heading inside?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Nadi's just got his shotgun in his hands, kind of not like pointing it, like, but it, just or no, I guess it's not in his hands. It'd be over his shoulder, like kind of slung over his shoulder.
When you step inside, you hear scratching on the wall to your left.
Okay, now it's in his hands.
The scratching fades as if moving down the corridor, and then eventually you hear nothing.
Right.
Sounds like
Yeah, there you
All
go.
too familiar with that sound.
Already we should try opening up some of the windows on the what do you call, like, the curtains?
The curtains. Just curtains. It's fine.
Right, and yeah, whatever, the curtains. Get some light in here.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah,
You are
he's-
but there are no windows in this corridor. You
Yeah.
are flanked by two doors. One on
you-
your left
you-
and one on your right.
You said
Check out
she
the big-
thinks that the bigger room is on the right, right?
Hmm
She'll,
Yeah.
I think this room towards our right is larger. Maybe we should start from there.
Sure. I'll walk up to the
She'll
door.
let Artie, take the lead.
Artie opens the door.
Yep. Just
Question.
Casually.
Out of
Uh-huh.
character or
Uh-huh.
in character. Are we okay? So we're investigating the house.
Uh-huh.
What are we looking for? Are we are we trying to see whether or not it's structurally sound for Mr. Knott to renovate?
Yeah,
or
like what's causing all
What-
these, whatever, like table tripping and dishes falling and stuff falling from their places. I guess.
if anyone's taking notes, take notes that I think there's rats in the wall.
Yeah. Like I said, I just think this house is should just be demolished.
start
So,
afresh?
so is Artie opening the door?
Yep.
He opens the door. This room contains conventional furnishings: radio, couch, stuffed chairs, and shelves laden with trinkets. You cannot help but notice the unusual quantities of crucifixes, images of the Virgin, and other Catholic artifacts.
Oh, look at all these.
I was gonna give a throw a look through this room, just kind of looking through specifically these religious symbols and stuff, just seeing if anything pops out at him.
Chelsea's gonna follow with her lamp and lighting.
Yeah, it's all the same familiar picture of Virgin, crosses. Where's Decim and Michaela? In the room with them?
If the others have moved into the room, then
Mhm.
she'll follow.
Decim's moving with them, but he's kind of hanging near the back and watching behind them just to make sure there's no, like, at best, like, critters that run up at them, like a rat or something, or at worst, like some kind of vagrant.
Mhm.
So are the windows in this room boarded up, or just the
The room-
with curtains?
The windows in this room are indeed boarded up.
They are-
Maybe we could just start shouting, see if we get any squatters or whatever running.
I suppose if you want to, I was about to say maybe you should do something about the opening up those windows.
Sure, yeah.
He walks up to the window.
This room is joined to a dining room a little further on, and then through the dining room you can see a kitchen.
Is that where the window is, or where's the window at?
There are 3 windows in the living room, which the room you are currently in.
Okay, he's gonna walk
One-
up to one of them and draw the curtains and.
No,
Right, so it's
there's
boarded up.
only boards.
Oh, only boards. So.
Hmm.
Deckham, you still got that crowbar of yours.
Yeah, here. And he will open it up and look at his human skin book and give it to him. The crowbar of the book.
Okay, I was like, what?
Roll if you are attempting to take the boards of the window. Roll strength.
Ah, dang it.
They are nailed in pretty tight.
Now they use a lot of nails on this. Just might take me a while. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe I'll try this up.
Here, Artie, let me help you.
Yeah, you show up, Artie, and you just peel off those
Yeah,
boards
these-
like a banana peel.
I like to think Artie goes up there. He's gonna he tries it, and then it's like, just on one side, and then he tries the other side of the board, and the nails aren't in as far as that, where the wood's rotted or something, just rips it right off.
Yeah, you peel off one window.
It's like so you gotta get leverage, Artie. Leverage. You gotta,
That's what
lever.
We'll take those rolls and say you undo all the windows for the living room, which is 3 windows, 1 at the front and 2 at the side of the house.
So basically, like, already went around, like, try to open them all and, like, almost got there. He's like, no, I can't do this. And then, like, Destin just walks up and they're they're almost off, and he just pops them off.
No, we both did.
You're all in this living room, huddled together like scared little kitty cats.
Nah.
What do?
Are there any creepy faces looking in through the windows? at
No,
us?
they are not.
Chelsea continue. Well, she casts her light towards the dining room and starts heading further that way.
The dining room has a long mahogany table, a built-in sideboard, and 7 chairs. 3 places are set but unused. Scraps of rice soup rot in a pot.
Looks like they really did leave in a hurry.
Yeah, Artie will make his way over there. Oh,
Thump.
God
You
damn
hear
it,
that?
Jimmy, you scared?
You hear a thumping sound from directly above your head.
Already, you might have been right about vagrants.
Yeah, or ghosts. One or the other.
Thump.
no, he like stops gritting at as it when it thumps again. He's like, oh.
I'm opening my window. Sunlight.
Watch out for the bushes, Chibi. Watch out.
Shush.
His shotgun's back in his hands. And he's like,
For intimidation purposes.
Let's head. How close was the staircase to the entrance?
The staircase is at the end of the corridor.
Oh, okay. Already. Watch the staircase.
If we want to
Yes.
maybe call out and see whoever it is and introduce
the thumping
ourselves.
sound.
Already could do
Does
that.
the thumping sound? Did it sound like it was moving across, or was it stationary?
It sounds like something or someone is banging on the wood flooring upstairs.
Now I don't have it on his character sheet, but would it be possible to say that Dekim has some kind of alcohol in his suitcase?
Yeah, that's alright.
Right. He's gonna look at this mahogany counter and clear off a spot, open it up, and take it out. And I imagine he has like just a couple of small glasses or shot glasses or something in there. And, well,
What are you doing?
well, I don't know about you, but I'm finding myself strangely unnerved, and I think perhaps a small dash of liquid courage might be in order. Artie, would you agree?
Perks up. Yeah, sure. Why not? Couldn't hurt.
He's
Kayla
he's
is
gonna
Walks over.
muttering
If he's
prayers
offering,
under
he's
her
gonna offer.
breath.
The dining
Chelsea
room is
frowns.
connected to both the living room and the kitchen.
he's gonna
The
pour.
kitchen where was when the guy killed himself with the kitchen knife.
Dekim's going to look at Michaela and assume that she's off doing her thing with her prayers. He's gonna pour a splash for him and for Artie and kind of look at Chelsea. Like, well,
I have my own courage. I don't need supplements.
right.
Alright.
Suit yourself.
He's gonna lift a glass to Artie and
As they're drinking, she's going to step out and just have a look at the staircase. Sort of having her rifle
Hey.
on her side just in case.
Okay, you walk out through the kitchen door or the living room door?
Chelsea, don't go too far ahead.
Wait, we're not in the kitchen yet, are we?
No, you're in the dining room. The dining room is between the kitchen and
Yeah.
the living room.
Yeah, no, just from the dining room.
The dining room has no door leading to the corridor.
She'll go back.
That's so. Remember when I said it has two doors on the right?
Yeah.
The one door leads to the living room, and you can tell one door leads to the kitchen, and the dining room is in the middle of those two rooms.
Alright.
he's
Yeah.
gonna
She
down.
would
Dekim's
just
gonna down his
Mm-hmm.
his
Yeah.
tank and put away the glass and get the glass back from Artie. Put it away.
So what do you do, Chelsea?
Nice.
she's just going to walk back where we came in from and just here towards the corridor.
Nothing is out of the ordinary.
Gonna peek
Yeah.
back in to see they're done drinking.
Yeah, well, yeah. Or as she does, he practically runs into Artie, who's kind of following after her now. See anything?
No?
Step up the stairs then, huh? See what this noise is.
Oh, let's
Are there more
Probably-
doors down on this floor?
yeah, there's I think on the left.
Left.
There's three on the left.
And that's where we heard the scraping sound.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably at least have a look through the kitchen as well. Wait, Sani, when you described the table, that there was like things on it.
Yeah, just
Drawers.
Settings.
three places are set up and used, unused. Sorry, three plates on the table and knives and forks, but they're unused. Rice soup is rotting in a pot on the table.
And like there were compartments. I think.
A built-in sideboard in the mahogany table.
Can it? Does it look like it can be opened?
It cannot.
It's a sideboard.
It's like a counter.
Side table that you can put, yeah, like a counter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
Alright.
you can hold cutlery, or you can put plates and stuff on them.
Alright, never mind. Yep. Yeah, she's
What do?
gonna go back and say we should probably look through the
She
kitchen
runs
as well.
screaming out of this place.
What?
Nothing. That was Chibi.
Yeah, she'll
So you-
lead the rest of them into the kitchen,
Kitchen.
assuming Michaela follows along.
Of course.
It's a conventional kitchen with an ice box, a wood-fed stove, an oven, and a meager larder. There, you see in some of the shelves and cupboards, you see some canned soup and meats, but there's nothing really out of the ordinary.
Right, she's gonna
You find a
like,
few bottles of homemade wine and some food that was open. It's eaten by rats.
seem to be anything out of the ordinary here. But just since she's there, she's going to like open up like the ice box and like the oven and like whatever, just the cupboards and just peek into everything. Nothing out of the ordinary.
If
Artie's
there-
gonna eye that wine though. He might pocket that without trying to
If
make
there's
sure
no
nobody
canned food, there's dust.
sees. Can Artie try to pocket one of these bottles of wine?
Yeah.
What would that be?
I don't think anyone here would judge him. But you can
Chelsea's judging them in very hard.
Yeah,
You can-
Chelsea would just.
if you want to pocket a bottle of wine without anyone seeing.
Sleight of hand. I guess there is one.
Let me see. I think there's supposed to be one.
There's one
The state of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
in the middle on the bottom.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's always by one.
You clumsily knock the bottles against the others.
Oh, shit. I mean,
That's,
drat.
that's probably turned to vinegar by now.
Yeah,
Already.
vinegar has its uses.
Dekim's gonna
Thump.
All right, he sets the bottle down. He's not taking it right now. Like,
Okay, we got business.
Dekim's gonna kind of like reach in, like he's trying to straighten the bottles that already knocked. And he's gonna try and grab one.
he knocks him over again.
Clacking, clacking, clacking. The sounds of the bottles.
I would prefer if we investigated the rest of the ground floor first, but these sounds from upstairs.
I think I'd rather get a handle on what that sound is than it sneaking up behind us when we're searching these other rooms down here.
Those last three thumps, they still came from upstairs, but they were a little more over the dining room. Still.
Sounds like it's moving.
No, it's not moving. When you were in the dining room, it was directly over you.
Oh, you mean
But you moved on to the kitchen now. It's still above the dining
okay.
room. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, in the kitchen, there is a single door leading out into the corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Artie goes to that door. He's leading the way. He's got his shotgun.
You
Gonna
exit
hold
the door.
lantern for lighting the way.
You're out in the corridor. In front of you, there's another door. And to your right, you see that there is a stairs leading up and another door tucked away in the corner.
He's gonna head toward the stairs.
Hey, Artie, do you think perhaps I should have taken a photograph of all those crucifixes arranged in the living room?
How many pictures you got?
Can take quite a few.
Well, maybe when we head back down, huh?
I've just realized because of daylight savings, the other game is meant to be starting now. Because technically it's only 10:30 for me, and I thought it was still going to be 11:30. But because it's being run by Americans,
Right. That's rough. You guys want to stop it here then? Before we get.
Chibi's
It's-
so on edge.
It's okay, guys.
this is horrible.
Nothing's even happened yet.
There's something. There's like something.
We've been building up to it, and we know people have gone crazy and died of sicknesses and stuff in this place.
I mean,
Killed
if Chibi
themselves.
leaves now and we stop, she'll have to come back to it next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say,
Thump.
say something. There
Thump.
you go.
So,
We hear the scratching.
so it's up to you guys if you want to stop it here.
Yeah.
I guess.